Hi, I'm Valentine from Valentine Bodyworks. Welcome to my new video about 7 exercises that you can do in a circuit in order to challenge your whole body as well as your cardiovascular endurance. It's a common misconception that the only way to have an effective challenging workout is to have a lot of different resistances and a lot of different equipment available to you. However, you will be happy to know that all it takes is a set of 2 dumbbells or 2 lighter weights that you can easily manipulate in order to challenge yourself effectively and have a full body experience doing different exercises that will present in this video. Let's get to it. Enjoy.
I begin the circuit with a warm-up type exercise, alternating single-legged forward raises. So take your time to shift from one foot to the other and getting good balance. About a second or two for each stance as you raise the arms. This is a great way to warm up your whole body, your legs, your balance, your stability, core, arms, as well as your breathing. Try to match the raise of one leg to the raise of the arms. See if you can flow this movement as you get ready for the next thing. Push your standing heel down and through the floor in order to activate your hip muscles and stick with a sense of height and length throughout your torso. Continuing with a warm-up idea, the next one is heel raise with the side raise of the arms. Gently raising the heels, coming up onto the balls of the feet, keeping length through the torso and legs. As I push the ball of the foot down into the floor in order to raise the heels, and I raise my arms as I come up onto the balls of my feet. Again, try to flow this movement so that the movement of the arms connects with the raise of the heel, and then you bring the arms down as the heels roll down to the floor. This exercise also requires a good amount of stability and will serve as a good continuation of the warm-up into your heart rate, balance, and shoulders. Avoid excessive tension in your neck, and if you do feel the tension in your neck, reduce the range of the movement or the amount of repetitions. Notice the angle change of the body as you lift the heels. It's a bit of diagonal shift, still keeping a sense of length, and then coming down into more of a vertical line. And this sets us up really nicely for the next exercise, which is the punching jacks. Kind of a twist shoulder press into the jumping jack movement of the feet. Again, timing the movements of the arms with that of the legs, keeping a good flow, good breathing. It's a lot more dynamic, so stay comfortable and stable in the core as you do this. The next exercise is a squat stance forward press to reverse fly. It's a good way to slow down the heart rate a little bit, do an active recovery with your breathing while you still keep the arms moving, engaging your legs, and stabilizing your core. Try to stay squatted during the whole exercise. Start with the arms bent by your chest, then press them forward. Spread them out to the sides as if you wanted to open your arms to embrace someone, and then you're going to bring them back forward and bend them in or row them in toward your chest. Next, we're going back to a more dynamic movement that requires full body action. In this case, squat to forward swing, forward and up. My arms are going just above shoulder height. You can do lower a little bit. You don't have to go as high. Make sure to have good joint alignment throughout the squatting as you keep pushing out and then absorbing the weights. And breathe with the movement. Now we're back to slower activity, single leg stance, running arms with weights will allow you to slow your heart rate down again, but still keep it active in terms of recovering your breathing, where you get to incorporate some shoulder strength, hip stability and balance. Keep your arms bent throughout the movement. There is a little extension on the backswing and a little bit more flexion at the elbow, or bend at the elbow at the upswing, but more or less they're bent, just like you would be as if you were running. And pay attention to your balance and stability throughout the arm swing with this type of control as you keep moving the weights. And to finish up the circuit, we're going back to a more dynamic exercise that will be more focused on the arms and stability, which is the runner stance alternating row. Keeping your feet separated, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The rear foot is on the ball and the front foot is flat. There's a lot of weight on the front heel. Keep your torso diagonally oriented so it's more or less parallel to the rear leg as you keep alternating the rowing action with your arms. Pulling the back of the arm backwards as you bend the elbow a little bit and then returning it back to length.
Circuit training is not only an effective way to challenge your whole body, but also an effective way to save time and maximize the results within a shorter period of time if you don't have time for a longer workout. Try doing a circuit like this one where you go from one exercise to the next with a minimal amount of rest, and then you take a longer rest after the last exercise, say 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what you need. And then repeating the exercises again in succession and maybe working on better flow, better mechanics, more body awareness as you go through these movements.